Margaret, I'm so glad you were able to join me this weekend.
Well, Philip, I think we have some things we need to talk about.
Yes, quite. I've spoken to Paul about taking holiday, and it looks as if I'll be able to get away anytime next month, whatever works best for you. I was hoping we could discuss possible destinations. I hear Florence is lovely this time of year, and though perhaps a bit overdone, Paris is undeniably beautiful. Then of course there's always Wajima, the crown jewel of the Noto.
No, Philip. What I mean to say is, I don't think this is going to work.
Oh dear. Well, I suppose it won't be too much of an inconvenience to alter our plans since nothing's been scheduled yet. Have you any idea when might be good for you? The month after? September perhaps?
Philip. I've met someone else, Philip. I don't think we should see each other anymore.
But I don't understand. I thought you were so happy.
Yes, well, that really was the point, wasn't it? I suppose if you weren't such a clueless sap, I might have been forced to play my hand prematurely, but in the end I think it worked out best for both of us. You got to believe, however briefly, that you weren't as lonely, pathetic and unloved as you deservedly have been and always will be, and I had someone to supplement my living expenses and buy me the kind of lavish gifts which only the truly insecure and desperate can justify purchasing out of a consuming fear of being abandoned. And all it really cost me was the occasional lunch date and interminably dry phone call, leaving my evenings free to seek more adequate companionship.
But you said you were working nights.
Yes, well, I suppose it is all work when it comes right down to it. Dressing fancy and kissing someone's ass just to end up tired and sweaty at the end of the night. All for the sake of a little bit of financial security. In that sense, you've actually been one of the easiest jobs I've ever had.
Then why are you breaking up with me?
Because, Philip, I'm not a whore. Money may be 90% of life, but it isn't everything. I may have slept with a dozen men over the last month, but that doesn't mean I haven't been looking for Mr. Right all along.
You said you were saving yourself for marriage.
Yes, I'm sorry I lied to you, Philip. But I do have standards. And as for why now, it's because I've finally found what I've been searching for. He's really quite wonderful. Chiseled physique, a bulge in his front pocket to match the one in his wallet, and although God knows not everyone can live the fascinating rough and tumble life of a CPA like yourself, Philip, it is nice to finally be able to talk to someone about their day and not feel as if I'm choking to death on the palpable boredom. Well, at any rate, I've said what I came here to say. I hope this wasn't too hard on you. Surely you've suspected long before now that yours was a life destined for the peaceful serenity of lonely nights in front of the telly, clutching a bottle of scotch and quietly weeping yourself to sleep. Have you ever considered purchasing a cat?
I'm allergic.
Well, nothing to be done about that then. Anyway, I'm afraid I must be off. Roger is waiting for me in the next car, and I'm sure he's getting anxious.
Roger. So that is the blighter's name, is it?
Do try not to dwell too much on it, love. I'm sure one day you'll meet someone whose options are so limited that spending their life with you will seem like a tolerable sacrifice. Cheers. Hello, Roger. He took it rather well, I suppose, but then I suspect that he's had a lot of experience in life bending over and taking things without complaining. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Oh my. Oh, Roger.
Oh.